we're writing our letters to heaven. What would you like to say to the heavens? If you could write a letter and have it read by the angels to all the hierarchy above, to all of your loved ones, what would you love to say? How would you love to connect and bridge that connection with your heart? This is the day that we move ourselves in the direction of love and connections with everything that we are. And we grow above where we've been to the next levels, because we're kind of in that halfway mark. You know, that part of the first part of the year, and we haven't gotten to the second part yet, but we know times are changing. And we're starting to notice what we'd like to have. The world was a little off, but now we have a better sense of who we are and what we can do and how we can change what we've had in life and what we can create. Each one of you has a power inside, a connection. Our loved ones are always there. Our guards are always there. Our angels are always there. We're really never alone in the journey. So if you picked up a pen and you wrote to the heavens, what would you say? How would you tell the universe how you feel? What would you want your loved ones to know? These are important messages that we have to share from our heart. There was a time when many of us, maybe we didn't know if we connected to our loved ones. Now, because it's become so much more mainstream, we recognize that there is evidence of life after death. There is evidence and proof of the presence of the angels and God. We've heard so many miraculous stories over time. But this is the time where we get to sit down and really focus on that energy and take that breath, that fresh breath of air, the breath of life, and breathe it in and know that we're never alone. Dear God, it's me. Thank you. Thank you for all that I have. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my abundance of life. Thank you for the friends and the families that I've come to know in this lifetime. Thank you for the new opportunities that you present to me. Thank you for my life lessons. Some of them seemed a little rough around the edges, but I get it now. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for my health and my ability to move and breathe. Thank you for my heart that beats ever so strongly, and the emotions I have that have the ability to feel. And thank you for healing me when I felt upset and sorrowful and down. Thank you for giving me the power and the ability to recognize who my friends are and my ability to connect with other people. Thank you. Thank you for exposing the things that I needed to know that I didn't want to see, so I could see through your eyes the truth that was around me. I thank you for that. Dear Grandma, thank you so much for being there and being that nurturing, kind friend, the one I got to be silly with and have fun because we didn't tell Mom and Dad what we were up to. Thank you, Grandma, for those wonderfully baked cookies and those fun nights of eating popcorn and watching movies past my bedtime. Thank you, Grandma, for every time we went to the store, you're nudging me down the little aisle that had all the little toys and telling me, go ahead, pick one. It's for you. It's okay. You can have something. Thank you, Grandma, for all the unconditional love that you gave me and that wonderful sense of feeling home, and the holidays that you made so special. Thank you, Grandma. I wish you were here now. But thank you for being in my life and really showing me love. Hey, Dad, it's me. Thanks so much for being a strong dad and showing up for me, taking me to all my play practices and my sporting events. Thank you for showing up and being a good role model and working so hard to make sure that we were okay. Thank you for being so serious and taking life with responsibility. And then lightening up and laughing behind closed doors because you didn't want people to know that you really weren't as serious as you showed your exterior. Thanks, Dad, for calling to check on me and asking me how I am when I didn't get to the phone before you, and jokingly telling me that I'm supposed to call him. But it's okay. It's all right. You're calling to check, and you wanted to make sure that I'm okay. Thanks, Dad, for all that you've done, and thanks for being a good father. It makes a difference. Thanks, dear friend, dear role model, who's been with me through thick and thin. I'm sorry you left the planet so early. I don't understand how you got sick and were gone at such a young age. It really ripped me apart to see you not be okay. But all our memories are in my heart, and thank you for being there and laughing with me and having fun and having my back. And when I needed a go-to person, dear friend, thanks so much. Thanks so much for being there and showing up, and for our memories, our crazy rides late at night, going shopping when nobody else was out on the roads, being the last ones to close on a sale day. Thanks for all that. I hope you're finding a wonderful place to rest in heaven, and thanks for always letting me know that you're still with me. Hey, little cousin, I know you didn't live long. It really makes me sad that you crossed to heaven way too soon. I guess God had a better plan. Thanks for giving us signs and letting us know you're okay. But I got to tell you, it really hit everyone really hard that you died at such a young age. But I really, really want to know that you're all right. So continue to give me those signs. And remember, little one, you might have been here a short time, but we're so glad we had you in our lives. Hey, archangels, thanks so much. You have shown me strength and power. You've really given me the insight I've needed. And thanks for making sure that when I drive from point A to point B, I'm always okay. And thanks for whispering in my ear when I need to pay more attention. I appreciate it, angels. You've always been there for me. You've always been there for everyone. And thanks, archangels, for all you've done for mankind. I know we're a tough bunch. We really keep you on your toes. I'm sure at times maybe we're not looking so perfect these days, but I know you find perfection in everything. So archangels, keep up the good work and kind of corral us humans into a better vibration so that we can be kinder to each other and remind us that love is the answer. It's in our hearts, but sometimes we need a good poke. So we appreciate it, archangels, that you show up for us. You see, you can talk to the angels, you can talk to your loved ones, just like that. I kept it general, but I know each one of you in your hearts, the letter you would write to heaven would be so unique and so powerful. So if you were to say something to anyone in the heavens right now, or even to God, what would you say? Would you say something like, hey, God, it's me. Yeah, I know it's me again. I know. I've been doing my prayers and I've been being in my heart and my gratitude, but I'm really struggling. Sometimes I question what's going on the planet, and I question my part in it. I'm struggling. I know I should feel happier or more grateful, but there's a lot going on and it's weighing me down. And God, there's a lot of burdens. There's financial obligations, and not only am I feeling the pressure, but people around me are feeling pressure. So God, what can we do? How can we be better humans? And God, can you please help those who really need help and give us all the wisdom and the patience and the love that you have? I know, God. I know we're here because we have a purpose. We have a mission. We have a contract. And I understand that some of where we are as a human race and some of where I am and other people are where because they've made their own free will choices. Did anyone ever tell you, God, you've got a crazy sense of humor? You gave us, a bunch of humans with all our crazy emotions, free will? I know. We've made some choices that perhaps didn't line up with the big picture. And we're recalculating our routes. But God, thanks for everything you've done. Thank you for all the assistance that you've given us and the miracles. There are people who were told they weren't going to live, and they've lived because we know your hand was on the experience, and you made sure something miraculous came to be. There are people who really needed a miracle financially, and somehow you delivered them from their financial affliction. And there are people who have wanted to have a baby for years, and miraculously, even though the doctor said it couldn't happen, well, God, we know you shined on that one. We know, God, you've been present in so many miracles and so many things that maybe we humans think we did, and it was you all along. Forgive us. We do our best. Thanks, God. And remember, we love you, and we really want to do our best. So keep cheering us on, God. We know we are your greatest creation, and we believe in you. You see, you could say anything. They're always listening. And you've got an amazing power inside of you to make that connection. And there's no conversation, there's no word, there's no thought that the heavens don't hear. That the universe doesn't mirror back to us to reflect exactly what we're thinking and feeling. Sometimes we've got to sit ourselves down and have a good talking to. Have you ever had to sit yourself down and say, okay, you need to shape up because you're a mess? I think everyone's been there. You see, each one of us put our shoes on the same way, one foot at a time. It's really kind of hard to jump into both shoes at the same time. We're all navigating our own experiences, but we all have common denominators that bind us together. We've all experienced moments of sorrow and loss, financial hiccups. We've all experienced changes and betrayals. We've all experienced loss of love. We've all been there. Maybe some of us have all failed a math test. It's part of the journey. And it's part of the experiences of recognizing who we are and our own uniqueness.